All right, welcome back to another reaction. Over the weekend, Taylor has finally dropped her 11th studio album, Tortured Poets Department, and she surprise dropped a second, like, double side to it. 31 songs, 2 hours. That's insane. So we are going to split this up, meaning this video will feature the first 16 songs on the standard edition of the Tortured Poets Department. So from Fortnights to Clara Bow. After that, I'll have my second video with the second other half, which would be the anthology half. So if you're watching this, just know that it ends on Clara Bow, and the video right after that will be the Black Dog to the manuscripts. So I'm pretty excited to listen to this because I did go to the Eras tour. like I went, I saw the movie, I did the thing. Uh, I've listened to her album, so I'm gonna try my best not to compare this album to her past albums. Try to not be like biased, but I may end up comparing it to Midnight's or Folklore or Evermore just because in my brain there's already an image of who Taylor Swift is and what her music sounds like. So, welcome back, and we will begin shortly. All right, so let's start with those first two lines because if you're opening a project and you're a singer songwriter, the way you open it matters. In my opinion, I was supposed to be sent away, but they forgot to come and get me. So because I know a little bit of Taylor lore, like I'm not clueless. I know that she believed that Lover would have been her last commercially successful album. So I think this kind of signals away like, oh, I was supposed to be gone, but they forgot to come and get me. Like she's still here. Like they forgot to cancel her. They forgot to stop buying her stuff. Like she's still relevant. And I mean, this coming off the Eras tour and the movie and all that stuff. Like I get it. I was a functioning alcoholic, so nobody noticed my new aesthetic. I think that ties into the image that she's crafted, where she's just this really perfect person, but underneath she's just like a normal person. I mean, it's. I feel like she's in a really interesting space where it's like she can't really project herself to be like the really relatable person anymore because she's not. She's a billionaire. Like she is number one on literally everything now. But she is still just a person who probably gets tired after work, and I'm sure she has some nights where she's like, I don't feel like singing in front of a million people. Like she has those emotions. So it's like it's interesting. Yeah, like, oh, I was a functioning alcoholic, so nobody noticed. Like it was like, yeah, I've always been just a regular person, but you have the image in your head of this person. Um so this definitely feels like she's just starting from the beginning of her feelings, like Eras Tour forward, which is interesting. Hopefully that sets up for bigger things to come. All right. I love how Post Malone sounds on this. I like that he slowly crept into the song versus just him having like a random verse and then just going to a bridge, because that just feels lazy to me. Like I like that they kind of slowly moved him in until his voice just got stronger and clearer. I thought that this would be like a self, oh my god, self-referential. Like I thought she would be referencing her persona and start the album like that, but this just seems to be more about a fictional relationship, unless it's about one of her relationships. I'm not sure. Um, I like how the lyrics are like uh weirdly funny and honest at the same time. Like your wife waters flowers. I want to kill her. Like what? Like what? Like that's very like to the point, I guess. And I guess that goes into the theme of a tortured poet, because a poet I would assume a poet that's actually tortured wouldn't be too focused on how their words sound. They would just be focused on getting the words through. So it's like, the character of the song Fortnite is just like upset, and they're not even gonna write it neatly and cleanly. They're just gonna say, I want to kill her because I'm mad and I love you and it's annoying me. Like it's supposed to sound a little lopsided on purpose, so that it's working for me. Yeah, I like the little boop 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 kind of thing. I want to say that maybe that's like a time bomb because their relationship is like ending. So it's like a clock kind of moving like so that kind of explains their production to me. Aside from that, like it's okay. It just the direction kind of confused me, but it's a nice song. It's nice. I like it. I love when singers put like the title in like a song. Like it's like whoa, she said it. Like she finally did the thing where she's like straight from the tortured poets department. Boom. Like I love that. It's so like I don't know, like nerdy, like Woody, like oh she said it. So honestly, it's hard for me to understand the song because it's starting to feel like a bunch of random similes and metaphors smashed together. Like she's randomly, you're like a tattooed golden retriever. You're not Dylan Thomas. I'm not Patti Smith. Like it's like she's throwing like names and random similes and random metaphors and like just comparisons. So I think, bear with me. I think this is supposed to feel like the rest of the album. The album is supposed to feel like random lines of poetry kind of mixed together. And I am theorizing that that's supposed to represent how feelings can get mixed up and not necessarily be linear and like organized. Because right now, I've been trying to figure out like what she's really talking about, and I can't. So I think that's supposed to be it. Like, if you ever write stuff okay, like an author or writer, like they will write stuff and then they crumple it up and throw it away. So I feel like this song is you picking up that crumpled piece of paper and seeing like lines kind of squiggling, and like there's a line putting all of these words together, but because of the poet's state of mind, they're kind of like disheveled, and I think that's what this is. And if that is it, then I like it, and if it's not, then I still like it, but it's confusing. But we will continue. I really like the way she ended it. She just kept asking who's gonna hold you. So in my head, she's like shaking the guy, like who's gonna hold you like I did. And then so the typewriter, right? That's like you left your typewriter, like you left a part of you with me at my place. I'm still writing my story. You're still writing your story. Who else decodes you? Like who else is gonna know you like me? I liked the ending. I wish the verses would have been as dynamic as the writing, as like I'm sorry. I wish the verses would have been as dynamic as that ending, but I liked it, and I think that something else could have gone in the background. I think that this song, I guess, was just lyrically like they want to push lyrics to the front and the production to the back, but it was just a drum. Like it was just one drum in the back this entire time. Like I don't know. It could have been something. It could have been like glass breaking when she's like singing the bridge. Just something. It was one beat, like boom, boom. Like that was it. I guess you could say that aesthetically it was supposed to feel like open poetry. So maybe that's the point. Like she's just reading the poem out loud with a little beat in the back. But there could have been like just something extra. But aside from that, well done. I like Fortnite a little bit more, but this was nice. It was a nice experience. All right, I'm really relieved that there's finally a song that has a beat that's a little faster. Love it, liking it so far. I'm guessing that she is the toy, and she's gonna be broken by him, but she's okay with it because at least she gets to be with him. That's what I'm getting from this so far. All right, this feels like more classic Taylor. This kind of could fit into Reputation, Lover. I like it. This is the Taylor that I like a little bit more. It has more bite, more edge to it. Um, I like these lyrics. It's a lot more poppy. Once I fix me, he's gonna miss me. Yeah, so it's like yeah, she's a toy, but eventually she'll repair herself and she'll be gone. Yeah, so like I like it. I like this one. This is the one so far for me. Like this is up there. I would put this on the playlist. I'd play it again in my car. This is a standout for me so far. I love it. I like it a lot. All right, so this very clearly feels like if I can't have him, it's over. I'm down bad. Yeah, like I mean, the term down bad means like you're really into someone and all. This like this is a Taylor Swift song. It works as a Taylor Swift song, but I have heard this song before. I felt the song before. Like this is it sounds like a Midnight's Deluxe leftover track. It's I don't know. I just it hasn't hit me yet. Like maybe the next verse will hit me, but right now it feels like it's been done before. I don't know. I do like how she is aware of how dramatic she's being, which I like. Teenage petulance. I might just die would make no difference. Like she is aware of how dramatic and down bad she is, which is nice. I like that. That brings some humor into it. How dare you think it's romantic? Like, cause fuck, like I like that. I like that that little bite that she has, especially in the bridge. But aside from that, the production is just staying the same, and the mood is something I've heard before from her. So it's like I don't. It feels like we regressed from the previous track. I really like the previous track. This one, it's kind of just slugging along. All right, I love that opening. The back and forth. Yes, like we're back to some stronger production variety. Um, it seems to be set in the tone because this song feels like left right kind of the rhythm. I did this, I did that, I did this, I did that. I stopped trying to make and laugh. Stopped trying to drill the safe. We wet through my clothes. Weird bones cause the trail. Like it's like a seesaw kind of rhythm. So my ears are like listening. It's waking me up again. I'm liking it so far. I like So Long London so far. I do know that her ex Joe Alwyn is British, so this she's basically saying goodbye to him. Like, yeah, that has to be it. Um, Two stitches undone. I like that because the stitch is something that you fix, so it's been undone. But it's like you get stitches when you're in pain. So it's like she had that pain and then it was stitched, but now that stitch has been broken. So like that wound has been opened again. That stuck with me a lot. You say I abandoned the ship, but I was going down with it. I like that too. Yeah. So like this one feels like a breath of like fresh air. Like I'm really digging this one. That altar line was peak drama, and I loved it so much. So like so unnecessarily dramatic. I really like that backbeat because to me it signified anxiety. Like she's like about to like tear up, and then she's speaking these words. So yeah, this felt like the complete package. So far I like My Boy Only Breaks His Favorite Toys and So Long London. Like those are the two that are standing out for me. So we're like out of five, we're at two so far. So let's see how many more I like and enjoy. I mean the others weren't bad, but these are good. So let's go to the next song. I'm having his baby. No, I'm not, but you should see your faces. What? What? Okay, so like imagery wise, I don't know why she's evoking the traditional South. I think she's evoking the way women used to be treated. And I guess she's like mentioning the patriarchy because it's like, oh, daddy, I want to be with him. Like, it's like the woman had to like beg the father to like let her leave. This I don't know. It's giving me some whiplash because we just went from like this whole modern song about like goodbye London, goodbye my ex, but now she's like we're like in the deep south now. So I'm like, whoa, like where are we? But this it feels like a story, and let's see what happens in the story. So this is definitely its own fictional universe. My understanding is that this is supposed to feel like a collection of poetry. So maybe some of it is not like real because this doesn't feel real. This just feels like something she made up. But now, so this character lives in a very like religious universe. I'm not sure why, but she is mentioning religion a lot and like grace and God and like where are we, disgrace, saboteur, like there's a lot of that, like it's like a village or something like that, which like I said, it kind of gave me whiplash, but it's a cute story. I'm going to be complaining a lot about this, I feel, but so production, like nothing's happening, it's just a beat that's like it's a random drum, I don't know, it's like if this is supposed to feel like a story, then there should be like maybe the violins go faster or something, or maybe like you know, like in classic story mode it's like the exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, resolution, but the production is not going like that, it's just so yeah, she's narrating the story, but it's just the same beat going like that, so it doesn't really, I don't know, it doesn't, it's not resonating with me like it should. Okay, so this song was so there's a lot I have to say about this. Okay, so I had said earlier that it feels like a fictional story, like a southern kind of thing. So what she did was slowly she revealed that it was her, right? Like me and this my wild boy and all this wild Joe. Like I got it right. Like she eventually twisted it to her perspective, and then she was the girl that she was singing about because yeah, it's like, you know, the media talks about her and Travis Kelsey and her and Matt Healy and stuff, like I get it. I understand that. But this song is like it's 5 minutes and 40 seconds, so it's almost 6 minutes. So she, I don't know, like she created this whole character that was like 5 minutes long just for the last 30 seconds to switch to like the more modern perspective, which I can understand that like organization, because it's like, okay, you know, I'm gonna trick the reader into thinking it's fictional, and then they'll actually get into the reality. She did that with the last Great American Dynasty and Folklore, which I loved, but I feel like this should have been cut shorter if that was the goal, because I think that was the goal where it's like, okay, you know, actually I'm the character and I'm the one that has to fight for who I love, and it doesn't matter if you love and you know, like I get it, it makes sense, but then it should have been shorter. Like she should have switched to the modern perspective faster so that the listener could have like gotten it, and maybe she could have actually sang more about what she's actually feeling, because these last lyrics, this last verse, that's her. Like that's her saying like, you know, you're not gonna come to my wedding. I don't care if he's crazy. He's the one that I want. Yeah, she's singing that to us, to like the media, to the fans, to the people that are always saying stuff. But then she should have just, I don't know, like the track was too long and then her perspective was too short, but I can understand the ambition behind it. All right, so this one is full of prison metaphors. So I'm left wondering what really was in prison. Was it her? Was it her heart? Her attitude? Her mind? That's where we are so far. All right, so my understanding was she is like she's out of prison and she's ready to just find love again. I guess this would be like that step after you've been heartbroken where you kind of start to get over it and then you're ready to like love someone again and ready to dive into it again. That's why she's like running to the one that says I'm the girl of his American dreams. Yeah, so she's like she's diving into the new relationship and all. So aside from that, this, I don't know why, but this song it didn't, it didn't have any substance to me. It just, it felt like one idea. The Again with the production, like it, I don't know. It's just it's something is off. Like either the production is not matching her lyrics are not matching the production, but it just sounded like a background song to me. Like I honestly didn't feel anything remarkable from the song. I didn't like it. I didn't hold on to it. I didn't find one lyric that was like really funny and it was in my head. This was just like a song, and like I'm ready for the next song. Like it was just there. The next, I mean, the next song has Florence, so let's see what that sounds like. All right, I instantly love how this song sounds sultry, I guess. Her vocals are deeper. I love the Florida. Like I love that chorus. It's more alive. It's more jumpy. There's a guest star here. Like it's, I'm back. I am back to the album. She started losing me with the last two songs, but she's getting me back with this song. Honestly, I have no idea why she picked Florida out of all the states. Like, what connection does Taylor Swift have to Florida? Please, Swifties, tell me, because I don't get it. But it's a nice change to the general mood of the album, and I like it. I like how Florence sounds to Taylor. I like where she's going with it. It's, I don't know. It feels a little bit more adventurous. She definitely wants to like run away to Florida. She wants to like go like somewhere else. Like it's like a nice detour through the general mood of the album. And I wish there were more songs like this on the album. So she sounds concerned in this one almost. Um, the production is starting to pick up, right? Like as you saw, I liked Florida. I'm liking this one so far as well. Yeah. Yeah, so without touching him, how could I be guilty of sin? I guess I think she's questioning like how she could be so like into him without even meeting him yet. Like this is some sort of infatuation. I like the way she sang like that. Like that's what I've wanted, right? I've wanted a little bit more vocal diversity. I wanted some more production diversity. She's giving it more in the song, which is really nice. She used religious imagery again, and like it's not on every song, but it's in some songs. So maybe those some songs refer to one person, but that's a pattern I've noticed. Like in this one, she used more "crucify me, guilty as sin." Like she's using that again. So I think this one connects to. I think it was "But Daddy I Love Him." Like yeah, it was one of the earlier tracks where she also I mentioned using some religious things. So maybe that one. Yeah, this was nice. I liked the bridge. I think it could have gone a little harder, but this has like just more like heart to it than other ones. I really like it. It's nice. It's good. This is the first time she actually feels angry and sounds like it, and it's awesome. This is what I would love from her because she, how do I say this? She's very carefully composed. She's very graceful. She's very poised, and I admire that. Right, I admire that she's always had good manners, but I would love for her to just not care. Like, yell at the fans, yell at the critics, yell at whoever made you feel bad. And, like, she's finally doing it. Like, she's finally just saying, if you wanted me dead, you should have just said it. Like, that's a lyric. Like, it's, your poised. You don't get to tell me about being sad. You don't get to tell me that I'm sad. Like, she's finally just, like, hitting the critics, hitting whoever, and I would love that because Taylor's an amazing singer, you know, of love songs and also, but like Taylor as an angry singer, as an angry songwriter is so much fun because she knows how to write. Okay, yes, like this, like I am excited for the rest of the song because it's her just writing back, like fighting back, which is awesome. Why did it take her 10 songs to finally start screaming and like asking and demanding stuff? Why did it take you this long to show some like emotion? Like because this is it. Like she's like scream like I feel it. Like it's something. It's like I don't know. I mean the other songs, right? Like they have this really nice pretty style, but this one she's like yelling, like she feels it. This is honestly like this is the first song where it's like she's awake, like she's like it's urgent, and the production is finally matching that, right? Because we discussed that some of these songs they have these messages but the production's like kind of like not living up to it, but this one finally is. Like it's going up and wow, wow. Like it's like she is upset and she's annoyed and irritated and she's just saying it, which is so great. I don't understand why all the other ones sound so sleepy, but this one she's finally awake, and it's like it's I'm urgent about it because it's like why Taylor, like why are the other ones not as good as this one? This one is so good. I love this song. All right, so some things to think about this one. I like that it's short. It's way shorter than the other ones, which is interesting. I like that there's some diversity here. I This is very clearly about like the world saying you can't be with him and her being like, but I want to, which um is nice. This is reminding me of But Daddy I Love Him, that ending where she kind of flipped it and she was saying like actually it's me and actually you need to leave me alone. And also Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, where she started just yelling like leave me alone, like stop, like don't, I like where this is going. um I kind of like that she's being like almost like rebellious about it. Like she's like, no, I want him. He's mine. You don't get to tell me who I get to be with. I really like that for her. So this time, the soft, subdued production actually worked out really well because she's effectively telling us to fuck off, but like softly. Like she's like, leave me alone. Like she's kind of like whispering it in her ear, like telling you to just leave her the f alone. So that was pretty nice. That it was low energy like the other ones, but on purpose, and it worked out. So from what I'm taking this is that she's comparing a relationship to like it's like a weird state between like not dead or alive, just kind of there, because she mentioned still alive, killing time at the cemetery. So I guess they're just like like their relationship, it's there, but it's standing on a cemetery. Like it's about to die, but it's not dead yet, but it's around death because it's going to die. Um, that's a cool metaphor. I like that. The lyrics are cool, but production wise, this sounds literally just like other songs that I've already heard from this album before. Yeah, like the piano, the beat, the rhythm, like I don't know, like it just sounds like other songs. Like the lyric, that graveyard lyric was cool, but the sound itself already sounds like four other songs from this project. So her switching love to loss, cool. Like points to that, a gold star for that. Man, but it like the cinephile lyric is pretty cool. Shit talking under the table, like these words are cool, but it's just one piano riff. That's it. I don't know like what's happening here because she has these really lyrically interesting ideas, but the production drowns it out. Like I was getting into the words, but it's just one piano and that's it. So it's like whatever she has to say to me, it's like it just kind of goes through because it's just one thing playing in the background. So I'm sorry. I hope the next song is good. I hope the next song is better. But yeah. So this is interesting. It's like she's doing that thing where she's like excuse me. She's doing that thing where she's like mad but she's saying it in a soft way. That's fine. But I feel like I my impression of love of my life was not that good. But then we went up with I Can Do It with the Broken Heart, and now we've gone down again. So this is just like love of my life to me. It's like, yeah, the lyrics might be interesting, but it's just one piano, so it's not really going anywhere. And that's how I feel about the song right now. It's a little interesting lyrically, but it's not going anywhere production wise, like melodically. So that bridge, again, she's done this before. Like it's like she does that shaky like she has sang this exact song before already. Like I honestly, and I'm sorry Taylor, but even I knew exactly what the bridge would sound like, and it sounded exactly like I thought it would sound like. I predicted it and it happened and it happens. Like I I don't know. This one, it's okay. Like, all right, I'm ready for the next song. I'm ready for the Alchemy. It's a cool title. Right, so this is interesting. It's like she's doing that thing where she's like, excuse me, she's doing the thing where she's like mad, but she's saying it in a soft way. That's fine, but I feel like my impression of love of my life was not that good. But then we went up with I Can Do It with the Broken Heart, and now we've gone down again. So this is just like love of my life to me. It's like, yeah, the lyrics might be interesting, but it's just one piano, so it's not really going anywhere. And that's how I feel about the song right now. It's a little interesting lyrically, but it's not going anywhere production wise, like melodically. So that bridge, again, she's done this before. Like it's like she does that shaky like she has sang this exact song before already. Like I honestly, and I'm sorry Taylor, but even I knew exactly what the bridge would sound like, and it sounded exactly like I thought it would sound like. Like I predicted it and it happened and it happens. Like I don't know. This one it's okay. Like all right, I'm ready for the next song. I'm ready for the Alchemy. It's a cool title. What if I told you we're um I liked the little sciencey metaphors. That's kind of cool. Chemicals hit like white wine. Um, how do we define that? Like the alchemy, the chemicals, every lifetime. It's pretty cool. I hope the production picks up, but aside from that, it sounds pretty cool. Like lyrically, I'm intrigued with the story at least. All right, so once again, interesting lyrical premise. Vocal production and general production didn't go anywhere. Any potential interest in lyrics for me was drowned down because the production didn't really go anywhere to begin with. I wow. This might be the first Taylor album I don't like. Um, I've heard prior Taylor albums before, and I will be reacting to them on their anniversaries. So, like in July, I'm gonna drop a folklore reaction, kind of like a re review, re reaction kind of thing, because I've heard them. And I mean, even like I don't know, I've always found something in them, even if some albums I don't really return to. But this is the first one where it's just not hitting for me, and that makes me sad because I don't know, like she is at the top of the industry, right? Like it's like okay, every time she releases, it's like a giant cultural conversation and a giant media thing. But no, like I didn't really care for this one. It was just there. So all right, we have one more. It's called Clarabeau. So yeah, let's just see what happens. Let's see how this standard edition ends, and let's just see what we think at the end. So the good news is that Clarabeau is amazing. Finally, we have something different. Finally, it's more of a guitar thing, and her vocal is a lot more dynamic. So the song is just more enrapturing. She's very clearly comparing herself to Clarabeau. Um, what I did find interesting is because I was googling a little bit. Clarabeau was a silent film actress, meaning a lot of what she gave out, like her movies were, like, how to say this, mannerisms are important. The photo that she gave, like the visual that she gave, was important. So it's of all actresses, Clarabeau fits for Taylor Swift in the sense that it's like this whole character that she's creating a whole visual, a film. Because I mean, honestly, who knows who Taylor really is underneath everything? Who knows? She could just be an actress. But yeah, I really like this. I finally like another song. Everything from like I Can Fix Him to this one. Well, I mean, I liked I Can't Do It with the Broken Heart, but it was just I was not feeling it. This one I am feeling. Yeah, for sure. All right, so that last, yeah, those last couple lyrics were amazing. This definitely is the end. Like this is the end. I know there's more songs. Remember, we are gonna stop here for this video. My next video will be the anthology tracks. So let's just treat this as the end. Now you look like Taylor. Yeah, so we went from Clarabelle to Taylor Swift because now she's singing about herself in the third person. And I guess this is to the next generation. And what's interesting is that she's finally saying like it sucks. It's hell on earth to be heavenly. Like it sucks to be this god and to be dazzling and to be amazing and like yeah, it's just she's tired of it. She's starting to get tired of it. Um and I really wish there was more of this. I don't know why. Like this whole album like I guess because she's spent 18 years, building that whole relatable music and that image, but honestly this whole album could have just been her singing about this cuz it's ironically it's more relatable for her to sing about her flaws and how she's tired of being perfect. I would have just preferred that. To me that's easier to relate to versus like more standard love songs and heartbreak songs because she's done that before. She hasn't sang about how hard it is to be herself though. Or I mean, I guess she has, but not to this degree from Clarabelle. So I really loved Clarabelle, and it was a nice way to end it. Did it outweigh the other songs and generally improve the entire album and make it a good album for me? No. But did it elevate it a little bit more? Yes. So honestly, my boy only breaks his favorite toys. Uh, So Long London, Florida, Guilty as Sin, Who's Afraid of Little Old Me. What else we got? We got Clarabelle. Right, six. I mean, 6 out of 16. Oof. Yeah, it is what it is. I'm sorry, Taylor. I'm sorry to Swifties. Swifties, feel free to respectfully comment on why you disagree with me because you may disagree with me and you probably will. Just please be respectful. Let's all be kind to each other. So thank you for listening and go ahead and go to the next video and see how we feel about the anthology edition of the Tortured Poets Department. So thank you for listening and watching and have a great day.